Hi, my name's Jen Rollenberg. I'm here for rotational testing.
Hi, go ahead and have a seat. The audiologist will be right with you.
Okay, thanks. All right. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. Do my hands usually sweat this much? Oh my gosh.
Rollenberg?
Oh, yeah?
Hello, my name's Dr. Murray. I'm going to be working with you today. Why don't you come on back?
All right.
How are you?
As ready as I'll ever be. Do you feel like this guy before you go into an appointment? Don't worry, you are not alone. The concept of vestibular testing can be pretty scary and invoke a lot of anxiety, especially if you don't really know what the clinician's about to do. I can assure you, these are completely normal feelings. This video is designed to show you what a rotational chair is and why and how we do tests in it. Knowing what to expect from your appointment can better prepare you for it and hopefully ease your worries too. Let's start with the basics. What are rotary chair tests even looking for? In the innermost part of your ear is a bony labyrinth that houses the organ for hearing and your vestibular system. Your vestibular system plays an important role in maintaining balance, and it does this along with some other senses, such as visual information and somatosensory information. An example of that is how we feel the ground with our feet. Your vestibular system is made up of 3 semicircular canals and 2 otolithic organs. The semicircular canals sense angular motion, say like nodding your head yes or no, whereas otolithic organs sense linear motion, like when you're riding in a car or going down an elevator. Specifically, rotary chair testing is assessing the function of the horizontal canal, shown right here by this arrow. This semicircular canal assesses horizontal angular movement, like when you shake your head no. Now, we can't physically see what's happening inside the vestibular system, but we can assess its function by looking at your eyes. You may be thinking, wait, how are my ears controlling my eyes? Well, they actually do this through a reflex called the vestibular ocular reflex, VOR for short. When our head moves in a direction suddenly, our vestibular system tells our eyes to move in the opposite direction of where our head is turning. This helps us maintain eye contact with the target while our head's moving. And we actually use this reflex every day, like when we're walking or running. These reflexive eye movements happen while you're turning in the rotational chair. And by observing these eye movements, we're able to catch a little glimpse of how the horizontal canals are functioning. Now that we know what the chair is testing, let's look at what will happen during the appointment. First, let's look at the chair. The motorized chair turns to both the left and the right. I know at a first glance it looks pretty intimidating, but don't let looks deceive you. The chair will be moving, either in a complete circle or side to side, but not nearly as fast as, say, like when you cross the street and you turn your head both ways to make sure no cars are coming. You'll be seated in a chair. The audiologist will first place some headphones on you with a microphone so that you two can communicate throughout the entire test. There's also a little camera attached to the chair just to make sure you're doing okay. Then she'll place a pair of goggles over your eyes. These have a little video camera in them which help us see your eye movements even while you're in the dark. Next, she'll place some holders over your head. These may look intimidating, but they're simply there to make sure your head is stable during the test, and you actually end up feeling more secure in the chair. Lastly, she will put a seatbelt on because the chair will be moving, and we don't want you running away. The audiologist is then going to shut the door, and the room you're in is going to become very dark. Don't worry, you're still in the exact same place. And remember that headset you're wearing? You can communicate with the audiologist throughout the entire test. During the test, the audiologist will change the way in which the chair is moving from right to left to get a full look at your horizontal canals and how they're functioning. Sometimes you'll feel like the chair is moving, and other times you'll feel like it's staying still. That's completely normal. The audiologist will also be asking you questions or giving you a task to complete, like counting backwards from 100 by threes, or naming all the states that start with the letter A. Don't worry, you're not being graded. This is just to keep your mind busy throughout the test. Once the test is complete, the audiologist will come help you get out of the chair and counsel you on your results. Depending on your results, she could recommend more vestibular testing, possibly seeing another specialist, or participating in vestibular rehabilitation therapy with a physical therapist. So now you're ready for your appointment. Yay! I hope it eases your mind knowing what the rotational chair even is, why we use it for testing, and how that testing is performed. Oh, and one more thing before we go. Make sure not to consume alcohol 48 hours in advance to your testing. And on the day of the appointment, try to refrain from wearing eye makeup because that might interfere with our cameras. Also, if you're taking any medication that keeps you from getting dizzy, try not to take it 24 hours before your appointment. Wow, that actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
And we got a lot of very useful and important information for the future.
Yeah, I'm excited to start rehabilitation therapy and, gain some independence back in my life.
Wonderful.
Thanks so much.
Of course.
Have an awesome appointment, and hey, maybe now you can impress your audiologist with everything you know.